and then the system actually will judge you as a trusted user, and then you can create. But we will see it later. So Ullas is uploading an image.
Shyamal, there are some pages which give you access for semi-editing, right? Not
semi-protected.
Semi-protected. So I tried to edit the bird page and said you are not allowed to, even though I have an account. Said you have to send a bird, you have to send a request.
Yeah, so some pages which are having a lot of edit wars, which are unstable, they will be put under semi-protection, which means you have to be an editor for a considerable amount of time to be able to edit it. Some pages like Obama or Modi, none of you will be able to edit, because these are so highly disputed that everybody has an opinion and they want to express it there. So it's put under what's called protection. So if you want to suggest a modification to that, you will have to go to the top page of that page and suggest what change you want with a reference that you have in mind, and people will evaluate if it is actually adding value, and then they will add it. So there is a hierarchy which is managed in some cases. I think I'm audible enough?
No, they are recording.
Oh, okay. So Ullas has gone to the upload link, which took him to the upload wizard. But you should actually not be adding it here. Okay, let's see. Go ahead.
Start from the start, no, please.
Yeah, Ullas, can you go back?
Okay.
Close this window.
Okay, so start from the. So Ullas went to Wikipedia, the Birdwatchers Field Club of Bangalore page, and he finds that there is no image which shows what?
A group.
Which shows a birdwatching group from the Bangalore group, and he wants to add it here. So he's gone and clicked the edit page, yeah, and this is what you get. So you choose the visual editor.
So if I have a picture of Krishna, can I upload it without his permission? It's my picture.
So if you took the picture in a public place where he has actually come to give
He's not in the group, by the way. I'm just asking.
Now, if somebody comes in a public place and gives a public talk like me, then I really don't have any case for seeking privacy. So if it's a public talk and someone takes a picture, that picture I implicitly do not hold any personality rights, and you can use that picture anywhere.
Is birdwatching outing
Any public space actually?
Yes.
Any photograph taken in any public space is no.
In a public space where there is a implicit consent given. You're looking at me, so I'm not preventing you. The cameras are sitting here.
No, for example, even in MG Road, if I'm walking in MG Road, anybody can take the photograph.
Exactly.
But if somebody is saying purposely taking a picture of you tripping and falling and say that he's a fellow who always falls, then I don't
Then the issue is not about the photograph, the issue is about the accusation.
Yeah.
The photograph distracts you.
Okay.
But there are usually in fora, there are people who will say no photography. So it is possible to reach an agreement to say that I don't want to be photographed.
But
so
there's no concept of a model release as such.
there is model release in many countries. There is a requirement.
So for Wikipedia?
So Wikipedia, so as I said, if you took it in a public space, then there is an implicit kind of consent.
News journals go by that principle of implicit consent. Basically, this word consent comes because there was also this case of girls being photographed on Brigade Road and all that. Applying your thing. Just because there are 20 girls there, now you land yourself on a non-bailable.
See, if you had followed the case of the police officer who recorded and the lady objected.
No, I think, one second. I think we are digressing.
Okay,
let's upload this picture.
Legal disputes we will do.
Over coffee, please.
Or lunch.
Yeah, Shyamal, what do you want me to do?
So let's see. So the way to add a picture is actually not to add in Wikipedia at all, but to go to comments. So open a new tab, and go to comments.wikimedia.org. Yeah, that's it. It's there. And if you register a login on the English Wikipedia, it will also open up here as logged in. So you can upload your image here. Upload file. Okay. So here there's actually a guideline saying what you can upload and what you cannot upload. What is copyrighted, what's not copyrighted. So once you understand it, you follow this rule. No, he's signed up, he's logged in. So this will not be possible if you are not logged in. So one of the thing is, don't write something like birdwatching_3 as your file name. You would like to give a meaningful file name.
So should I remove it? And
No, you'll get an option to do that. Continue. So first it says, this site requires you to provide copyright so here you can edit your name so that it looks like the way you would want somebody to credit it.
Hey, zoom that photograph, looks like my photograph.
no, it's not you.
No.
That's
The
a good-
photograph I have taken and I have not released it under copyright.
It's not yours,
It's
yeah.
not yours. We will never come and get
Your photograph will not be with me.
That photograph,
It's not yours.
the one on the right is mine.
Probably you're standing right next to Ullas.
The one on the right is mine. It has Seshadri there.
The one on the right has me and it's not yours. It's taken by my wife. But this is anyway, it's mine. You can go on talking,
Both
Krishna.
of you took from the same point.
This picture is yours.
In case if I
Yes.
upload a video footage,
I was the only guy with a
can I
camera.
get a hyperlink?
Anyway, if Seshadri has no objection, upload it.
Okay, I'll upload a picture of you in it. Then you couldn't have taken
There's
it.
a question here, please. Can we just look at the question?
Professor, can you give me 1 minute? If I can upload a video clip on the Wikipedia, can I get a hyperlink to the YouTube or any other third-party website where we can relink it to the original content as well as the video flows? I want to give a description along with the video. So is it possible?
So, the current level of video support on Wikimedia is the current level of support for video is actually not to the level of YouTube. You can upload only open source media, which is of the format called OGG. So OGG is the container, and the compression that you are required is Vorbis. And so MP3, MP4 and all that are still under patent. So it can't be put on these open source systems. So if you convert your video to OGG, you can upload it to Wikimedia.
Can I get the optimization for that also? If somebody want to search?
So you can add metadata which has the transcript of the video, you can add all that. So when people search it, they can find it. Whether you want subtitles, that is probably not yet in it. Subtitles, and you can choose the keyframe to show for the still image, things like that exist. But some parts of it.
Subtitles always I can hardcore it on the video itself.
Yes. So if you do that, then of course it is possible. But then it is not searchable. I mean, there are possible ways by which you can have the subtitle text actually taken from the text and added in by the player, by the back-end system.
No, because when I've gone through certain pages of Karnataka heritage, sculptures, everything, there is a lack of information on that. So, in case if I want to contribute to that page particularly, by giving the hyperlink which is already displayed in the article, can I relink it that, or should I recreate the whole page again?
So you can extract information and cite another page and give a link to that other page. So the idea of Wikipedia is not to give like a series of links to various places. The idea is it is actually an aggregate that people can take and print out and give. So this is the primary use. So video is a little already out of that scope. But people do agree that video actually has certain value that still images don't have.
Because on the heritage site and the natural resources, there are a lot of documentaries and video archival is coming up. So if we want to provide information on the Wikipedia itself.
So links you can give. So if you look at any Wikipedia article, at the bottom there will be something called external links. So sometimes you will find links to YouTube, links to other websites where people can learn more information. It's absolutely legitimate.
So
Okay.
should we upload this?
Yeah, so here is Ullas declaring that it is his image.
I'll remove it also, Krishna, if you have a problem.
Just mention it, it's okay. I think I have also given it to a newspaper. So.
Let's see, it will show us the EXIF details, then we'll know whether it's yours or his.
Hmm.
Go ahead. So the title, so you can put a title that is more meaningful, maybe bird watching in Bangalore. And then describe this image. So you can give it a description. So the date on which it was created or published. So you can put it, if you know the exact date of the image, you can add the date from the EXIF. Otherwise you can put it in as today's date, you can put in today's date as the date on which it's published, so it's okay. Choose one. Yeah. So then there is something called categories. So you can write bird watching groups or something. Try bird watching, it will try to finish it. Yeah, so there it is. So there's bird watching in various countries, so just put bird watching, that's it. And leave the rest alone. Next. Okay, so it's uploaded. So now it tells you how to include that image in an article. So you can copy that. Yeah, copy. Go to the Wikipedia article that you were looking at. So you can go and paste the text, or if you're using the visual editor, okay, go to the visual editor. And there is a place where you can put in an image. Go to the insert media. Yeah. No. So in the search, try entering bird watching in Bangalore. Okay. What is, so it's showing this image. So choose that. Use this image. You can choose what size you want. Yeah, insert. What is the caption you want to give? Put in the caption. Insert. That's it. And you save the change. Save. Added a picture or something. Okay, done.
Minor edit? No.
No, just hit save. It's okay. Yeah. So that is it.
So how do I remove it?
Remove it.
Mm-hmm.
You want to remove the image? Okay, so click on edit. If you want, you can edit by just removing that line. The first line on it is actually the line that adds that image. Okay, so you can delete it and save again. That's it. Save. Go scroll down, save. You can also go to the article history and revert what you did.
Okay.
That is the other option.
How do I remove it from the media, Wikimedia?
Oh, that you cannot do it very easily. You'll have to set it for deletion, and someone else will delete it. You'll have to mark it for deletion.
Okay. So shall we add it back? Krishna, are you convinced it's not your image, or are you still saying it's your image?
Do one thing. Go back to that. Go to the upload image. Go to the upload tab. Go to the upload
It's
tab.
okay.
Click on this link here.
Okay.
It will show you the EXIF at the bottom. Scroll
Nobody in
down.
the picture has objected to me delay.
Okay, I think the EXIF is added at a later point, or maybe you have deleted the EXIF.
No idea.
Because if it has the EXIF information, you would actually have the date automatically getting filled. In fact, it will even take location.
Yeah.
So there is a very nice Android app called Wikimedia Commons. So if you are using your Android, you can take pictures and you can just upload it directly to Wikimedia Commons. It will also put the geographic location and various things.
I don't think anybody's face is shown, so it's obscure enough. Okay. Thanks. What?
You cannot delete it. You uploaded it. You cannot delete what you uploaded yourself is an interesting point.
So actually the idea of when you release it, you are actually releasing it forever. So the criteria for deletion are very few. So if somebody claims that this is a copyright violation, it can be deleted. So if Krishna goes and uploads his image to his website and complains to Wikimedia saying, look, this is actually mine and I have a copy on my website to prove it, someone else will see it, compare it, do some forensics and say, oh, okay, this Ullas is actually a copyright violator and delete it. So it is possible. Okay, so I think I'm more or less done. If anybody wants to, so the idea of doing a workshop was that you will actually do something and I will help you do that. I don't want to be standing here. So if any of you want to edit and want to demonstrate what you want to do, I think it will be educational to see how you are using Wikipedia. Otherwise, any questions?
I have one. In the afternoon, we have a sketching session, and you were showing us in one of the earlier workshops your sketch being used.
Yeah. No, sketching on paper or sketching on?
Sketching as well as how sketches can be used.
Somebody used it in brochure or something.
Yeah, so just like photographs, you can scan your sketch and upload it. So, for instance, you may have a drawing of a pink-headed duck. I'm sure no photographer has a good picture of it. So you can take a picture that you painted. Maybe you have done a very beautiful habitat sketch based on your research, and you can upload it and use it in the Wikipedia article. You might have pictures of dinosaurs, because dinosaur you don't have any photographs. So illustrations are, of course, a very useful tool. And of course there is an option of digital illustration. You can make sketches on a digital format, which is SVG, which is called a vector graphics. So you can draw SVG images and upload it. So I have been doing SVG for some time.
Can you also upload panoramas, Shyamal?
Yes, you can.
So there's a panorama of your...
I think now there is also that sphere kind of thing. Yeah.
That's also there in Wikipedia.
I'm a little confused on the aspect of when we are adding something in Wikipedia, does it need to have a reference? Let's say some information. Let's say if I live in a village right now. So if I want to say, okay, these are the birds from, just taking
Right.
in that village. I'm assuming our village has a page, or I create the page. Does it make sense? Because that's only me who is saying so.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a reference.
Very good. So this is one of the fundamental things that everybody is complaining about Wikipedia. But in fact, Wikipedia evolved a policy against this. When Wikipedia was very young, a lot of physicists went and wrote big mathematical treatises on Wikipedia to prove how Einstein had gone wrong in some equation or Newton had gone wrong, and they wrote complex mathematical pieces of information. And no ordinary person could actually evaluate the mathematics behind it. It looked legitimate, but there were fundamental mistakes that they could not notice. So then this question arose, like, who can actually police content that is on Wikipedia? So then Wikipedia made an explicit rule which said that Wikipedia will not have any original research. What you have mentioned is absolutely valid information, the birds that you saw in that village, but it is not something that you can put into Wikipedia. But you can publish that information on, say, a journal like Indian Birds and refer to it when you write that article. So the journal Indian Birds has actually ensured that you haven't introduced any glaring errors, and they act as a peer review. And so you can cite those sources. So this is what it's all about.
Or why not put it into your blog and then quote the blog?
So blogs are not considered reliable sources because anybody can write a blog and write a completely fraudulent piece of article. So blogs are admissible if they are written by a person of high repute and you are talking about that particular person. So there is a context to citing that kind of source, and there is, in general, it is not considered reliable.
What about the individual pages? I mean, for, like you said, Modi or Obama. How do you create those pages?
So you,
those are original content.
no, they will all refer to so they have information that is originally paraphrased, but they will refer to newspapers and magazines and other things. So nowhere will it actually be that person's first-hand information. Yeah, I'll just, yeah. Go, can you go ahead?
Now, I was asking if I have I would write some rotation and leave it out. Who is going to change that, or what is the consequence for you read the change?
Okay. So somebody goes and writes rubbish on some Wikipedia article, what happens? So someone else who actually is interested in that article has it on his watch list. He sees that somebody has added some content. He has a look. He sees if it's looking nice, whether it's adding value. If it's so, then he leaves it alone. If it's not, he has the right to improve it. So if you have written in bad language, you might improve it. If he thinks it's utter garbage which cannot be used at all, he will go to the history and undo your edit. And if you repeat such garbage additions in several articles, somebody will follow your edits. They will see, oh, he's added garbage here. What else has he done? They will follow your contributions. They will see he's been adding garbage everywhere. So then they will go and send you a warning message saying that stop vandalizing Wikipedia. And if you still persist, there are a class of users called administrators who will come and block you. So you will never be able to edit Wikipedia for a week or something, depending on the kind of block you're given. So in fact, there have been lots of very good Wikipedia editors who started off like this. So they thought, oh, nobody is watching, and they will write some sneaky nonsense. So they go and write garbage. Then they find out, oh, Wikipedia, there are millions of people, and some American is coming and giving me comments, and then they say, oh. And then some people get back to editing positively. So that's how it goes.
So the page that can be created from scratch after once you become a frequent user of Wikipedia, how long does that take? Is there a time to it, or is it random?
It's not random. There is some criterion. I don't remember it offhand. So it's something like, I think if you spend 3 days or some 30 edits or something like that. And
then probably a particular click appears to create a page or something like that.
So it's actually very straightforward. So how do you create a new page? So what is this new page you want to create? So there are lots of people who try to use Wikipedia for promotional purposes, and this is generally considered a very bad thing, because Wikipedia doesn't exist for promotion. So there are lots of these people who, and in fact a lot of Indians get into trouble because they will go and promote their company. So the company that they work in, they will go to the article on their company and say, it's a great company or something like that. Or vice versa, writing something negative about someone else. So this is not a practice that is...
I want to create a new page on Bangalore itself because I'm not, because I have different views.
Oh, so if you don't own any of the pages. So one of the other rules of Wikipedia is you don't own the page. So the fact is, all these pages are going to live after we are long dead. So everybody has the right to improve it. So you can't have your own version of Bangalore. You can go and edit it. You can put in your viewpoint based on what literature says. You can't write your own viewpoint as you hold it.